we're closing up after day one, and my mom was injured while there was a rolling gun battle going on. Two guys were shooting at each other, driving down the street, coming from 3 blocks away. We heard it getting closer and closer, and three out of town visitors and some other vendors, we all just had to get on our ground and, drop to the floor. And the kids didn't understand, and nobody understood. But my mom was just in the car. She could not, she's 86, she could not get down on the ground. So, after getting up, we were all just ready to leave the area. Prior to that, just before closing up, in our brains we were saying, "Oh, it's getting dark. It's East Oakland. We need to get out of here." That should not be. And so when we all got up, we basically went into turmoil. We realized the car window had been shot. We realized there was blood on my mom's face. We all just went berserk. There was kids out. It was early evening. So, I was, looking at the babies and everybody, make sure everybody else was okay. Of course, we called 911 right away when we saw what had actually happened. And then we started checking each other and everybody else around us. And I just got angry. I got so angry. I felt that all the money, time, and effort I put out into East Oakland, I just felt we didn't have any help or any support or any respect from the city at all. I just got angry. I started hitting the cement wall. It's a brick wall, actually. And then I said, no, don't hurt yourself. Just move. And I just closed. I just said, that's it. I'm out of East Oakland. I don't know if I committed business suicide or not, but that's not the point. I was just frustrated and angry and left. What I would do to make things better in East Oakland is definitely create more jobs, more interact with the younger people who need everything. They need guidance. They need some psychiatric help. Or us as leaders need some skills in dealing with emotional drained people, and because there's got to be a lot of anger, too much tension. Anything will set anyone off, and people shoot over the smallest things. So there's something to that I don't know, and so maybe we all need to take some classes and learn how to deal with that. And we can bring that to the community. It's really, it's just scary. And I felt also at the same time, when I heard the news that the little baby, I think baby Hiram, had just gotten shot. He was in his dad's arms. And then it was the old lady, which happened to be my mom. And then, this was a sequence of report. The little baby, the old lady, and now Oakland gets $10,000 to fight crime. So it made me feel like you guys, the city, aren't doing anything to combat the crime until you get money. So it just drove me crazy, and I just need to take a break from it all. It also makes me feel like I want to leave the whole entire city and leave Oakland, because no sooner than I moved from there, my little quiet neighborhood in North Oakland, there was a shooting right on my block, right across the street from my front door. So that just blew me away. It's like, and I knew it's everywhere, and I know it's everywhere, and I knew it could be anywhere. Anything could happen at any time, in another city, and anywhere. But it just had the sense and the feeling that the city is not really focusing on the crime and just throwing little band-aids here and there, but there's no real solution. Everyone is so into themselves and making themselves look good and their lives look good, that they're not focusing on all the surrounding, each community at large. So it makes me really want to leave the city of Oakland.
How long have you been a resident?
Been a resident. I actually was born and raised in Oakland. I moved away from Oakland. But moved to Manteca probably 78, maybe early 80s, maybe 80. I moved away and I came back in 92. So I was gone for 12 years and then come back to Oakland, and I actually went into culture shock when I came back. Things were so different and I was in awe. Couldn't believe it. There was no sense of community at all.
Not like it was when you left.
Not like it was when I left. When I grew up, my whole neighborhood, and I lived in Brookfield Village, which is, I guess, horrible, but I don't think it's horrible because everybody I grew up with, we sort of, I can't say we're successful, but we're sort of mindful of our lives. And
So you mean down there in 98th?
yes.
Okay.
Yeah, everyone I grew up, I mean, sure you have one or two misfits, but most of the people as I see people in our adults stages, everybody's mindful and taking care of their homes and children and families and, doing what having normal lives. This other stuff is just not normal. I don't know if it's called savages. I don't know if it's all out of order. Something's wrong. A lot of it is drugs. A lot of it is parents missing out of the homes. A lot of it is these kids are just total angry at probably parents missing out, not having everything that they see others have had. And so they grow up and they think that they can take up arms and the bullet solves the problem, and it does not solve the problem. It just makes things worse.